Here is Barkley, left side, big hole. Oh, Barkley! Uh-oh! Barkley! Goodbye! Dunk it in. Doncic, 47.
I'll give him a dunk. On a night you have 47 points, you get the benefit of the doubt.
Moss the back, Karras the snap, Moss the block. Burrow going deep, he's got him! Touchdown! Jamar Chase!
LeBron leaked out, they didn't see him. Here he is down court. It's up and in on the count. LeBron James at the buzzer. 23-yard completion. Here goes Taylor. With Pierce in front. Touchdown, Colts.
Curry gets free. Curry puts up a three.
Bang! Bang! He ties the game with 6.3 remaining.
Mahomes flushed out again all the way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught. Touchdown.
Timeout. SGA. Probing. Piercing. Spinning. Hanging for the lead. And SGA knocks it down with just under a second to go. Oh, hit, throw. Oh, come on! Justin Jefferson, you gotta be kidding. Makes it look so routine. Greatest catch that never existed in NFL history.
Edwards puts up a three. It's good! Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4.
Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30.
Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Baltimore. Is it Brandon? Giannis says no. Back the other way, Trent. Giannis inside. At both ends.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the Sharp Side. A little different show today just because we haven't had a show in like almost a week. To recap, yesterday it was 0-1 in the NBA and 1-3 in the NFL. No shows yesterday. Been pretty light for me over the holidays, but starting today, we're right back into the normal swing of things. We will be streaming every day this week. Massive slate today. We've got a small slate tomorrow. Let me add the prop stock cash screen. Bada bop. That'll work. Let's just go here. I do have one play out officially already as well. Give me 1 second and I'll pull it up. 1 second here. Do appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hopefully we have a profitable show here. Looking to be in and out within the hour, even with this big 11-game slate. If you're just now tapping in on YouTube, make sure you drop a like, drop a retweet. Help me grow the brand. Help me grow the page. Appreciate all of y'all that be regularly tapping in. Show has definitely grown a lot over the past even this season, man. So I appreciate y'all. Mark Burnside, appreciate you for tapping in, brother. Appreciate the like and the retweet. Ross, I appreciate the like and the retweet. And Brett, I appreciate the like and the retweet. Sean Lee, I appreciate you tapping in this morning as well, brother. I do appreciate the like on the post. Let's have a day, man. Let's have a day. Let me just get this out to one of these groups. Okay, first play I have is going to be Donovan Mitchell over 27.5 points. Lock this in at minus 118. Yes. They being San Antonio do defend pick and roll ball handlers well. They defend well from above the break. There's a lot of things they do well versus the way he scores. That being said, I still look for him to get his baskets. Look for him to still be aggressive here. And in games versus teams that do defend quite well versus pick and roll ball handlers, he's still over in basically every game, I believe. Keep an eye out for a write-up on the timeline for that one. One play I do have a very strong lean to, it's going to be CJ McCollum under 23.5 PAs. Now, I do think we can wait and let this line go to 24.5. Prop Stock Cash does not have this on the desktop site. The closest they have is this. But you can even condense this down into losses of even 5 or more. And you can see he's under in 37% of those games played. Yeah, there's no filter here for that. But I do think he's going to play about a ceiling of 35 minutes in tonight's game. Loss of 10 or more, the line's 10.5. Even at 5 or more, it's still really green. I think it's about 25%. So CJ McCollum's unders, I'm going to run, but I'm waiting. I'm trying to get the 24.5 PRs. Let me just go shop the market real quick. Or not PRs, PAs. I'm sorry. And FanDuel actually is there right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit this at FanDuel right now. I'm actually going to bet this right now. CJ McCollum under 24.5 PAs. One second here. I'm getting this bet and getting this out to the Discord. If you want Discord access, just DM me on X. I'll hit you up with a free trial. We're still kind of working with the new company, getting everything set up. Post. Yeah, that's good. CJ McCollum under his PAs, 24.5. Run it. Somebody has to bet unders. Somebody has to bet unders. Outside of that, in this game, I do think this game gets to be a blowout. So if you wanted to back like role players, this might be a good spot for it. Not a lot of role players actually listed yet, however, especially on the Phoenix side of the ball. I've got nothing on Dylan Brooks. I went over Dylan Brooks and Devin Booker both this morning. This is the big thing that worries me about Booker and wins of 10 plus. He's under in 7 of 10. He's under in 7 of 10 this season. So don't like Booker. I don't like Booker just because I think I do lean under. Don't get me wrong. I do lean under, but they don't defend any of his play types well. So I think he could absolutely smoke them today. Nick Richards. Well, Mark Williams is out. He's suspended. So I don't know how many games he's played without him. I don't know. Ross, how many minutes do you think he plays? Because I think he's over this 15. I think this Houston game is the only comparable. Man, Nick Richards is hard for me, Ross. It makes sense. Like, I get it. Minutes would be hard for me to spot, though. Like, hold on. Let me go see if I can. Let's try something else. What does Basketball Monster have their minutes projected at? His minutes. They don't even have one listed. That's because it's hard to spot. I lean over, bro, but it's really hard to spot his minutes there, to be honest with you. It's really hard to spot his minutes tonight. I don't want to touch anything Alex Sarr related. I already bet the CJ under. My next closest lean would be Booker under, but I don't have a lot of that I like in that game. That game's going to get ugly. So let's move on to Milwaukee versus Charlotte. Giannis is questionable. No, he's good to go. This is only going to be, what, his second game back? Second game back, 24.7 minutes in the last game. He is coming off 1 day's rest. There are some injuries to navigate on the Charlotte side of the ball. Williams has been out. Plumlee's been out. Kalkbrenner and Kneppel are the newer outs, and then Sion James is also a game time decision in this one. I do lean under Miles Turner's PRs. I don't love it, but I do lean under there. LaMelo, I lean him over his points. Minutes are trending in the right direction here. 28.6 in his last game, coming off a 2 days rest. We could see him on the cusp of 30 here. I think there's 0 games this season. Yeah, there's 0 games without Kneppel, so I don't know how much his volume will go up. I do think we probably have a floor of like 27, 8 minutes here. Still doesn't look great, though. I lean over because Kneppel could be out, volume could be up. Minutes should be close to 30. Nothing official there. I think Zion dominated the boards last time they played. No, he didn't. He had 7. Might be on something here. I might run Giannis. Hey, that's a good look with Green's threes. Maybe. I'm going to write Giannis down. There's a good chance I run that. There's a good chance I run that. 1 second here. Miss Herway, appreciate you tapping in this morning. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. Miss Herway, appreciate you for tapping in. 2 officials down at the bottom. Diabate rebounds without Kelk and then possibly without Plumlee's as well. Diabate overs make sense, obviously. Shit, hold up. Let me just back out, go full screen right here. Log in. One second here, fellas. All right, we back in business here. All right. Melo double-double. I'm actually a big fan of the Melo double-double. I like his assists more than points, so I'm actually a big fan of Melo double-double. I'll go back over that in a minute. Blame Nitty. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. Appreciate you for tapping in this morning, brother. All right, Diabate, I'm also writing down. I'll come back to this at the end, but I do like the Diabate over 9.5 points and over, what was it, 8.5 or 11.5? What's the double-double price? I might just pivot, but I do lean points and rebounds over for Diabate. So I might just run the double-double. Not mad at the points or the boards over, though. Yeah, I would lean over to what's the PR line? 21.5. Yeah, okay. Lean over all 3 of those lines, to be honest. Diabate points, rebounds, and PRs. I do lean over. Melo assists. So what did I say this morning on stream? If you were on the Calling Our Shot stream. Yeah, and then if you look, like these 2 teams defend the assists quite well, like in terms of assists allowed per game. I'm going to do a little bit of shopping here. Bear with me. But early thoughts are, yeah, no, Diabate double-double as well. I'm right there with you. I might just run this straight. Keyshawn George is out today. Good looking out. That might. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think that helps McCollum because we just want that game to get out of hand for real. Oh yeah, hold on. Let's shop. So I'm probably running this LaMelo joint. I want to see where it opened. So just give me 1 second to shop around here. We're probably going to run LaMelo Ball over assists. Not mad at like a quarter unit sprinkle on the dub. But yeah, let me shop here. I'm also, it's literally the second highest assist. Kevin Porter Jr. will also look at. That's literally this game too, isn't it? Okay, yes. Yo, low key, this game might be an amazing game to bet on because like I even like damn, DraftKings went to 25.5 on that CJ McCollum. I still love the bet. I just wish I bet a better number. That's a terrible number. They're so stupid for doing that. You got to weigh in the blowout factor. That's okay. We make money because they do dumb shit. They literally just moved right back to 34.5. Yeah, I know what I'm doing here. Okay, there's a plus 04 at River. There's a lot of plus monies. I think I'm running this LaMelo joint. I mean, let's give him a max of like 32 minutes. Over his last 20, looks great. Head to head, chilling. 10 this season. Okay, I'm done talking about it. LaMelo over his assists at DraftKings or Rivers plus 04. Done talking about it. Let me get it, bet, and then get it out, and then we'll keep it pushing. Hey, appreciate all y'all for tapping in this morning, too. Appreciate the likes and the retweets. I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and enjoyed yourself. Stay safe through the new year. I do appreciate the engagement this morning. I do appreciate y'all tapping in. Shout outs to the regulars and shout outs to the newbies, man. But really shout outs to them regulars, man. Appreciate y'all for real. This is plus money at like 4 different books. Try to lay something with plus money. I know FanDuel's at minus 106. Do I think there's still value there? Yeah. If that's your only out, run it. But yeah, I like that plus 04 at DK or Rivers much better. Okay. Ryan Rollins. We'll talk about Rollins, but I'm more leaning KPJ myself when I went through this morning. So Ryan Rollins, he had a 20 ball in the matchup earlier this season. He has seemed to be playing well, especially that last game with Giannis. Because if you look here, the with Giannis, with KPJ stuff this season doesn't look good, but the last two do, and that is a good sign. I haven't watched a lot of the past two games, so I don't know if his minutes bump is directly correlated. It doesn't – you don't think that it would unless they're playing small. To the rise in Giannis minutes. Let's go talk about some play type stuff. I'm going to have to go to the mobile app for this. They do struggle a lot versus pick and roll ball handlers. I would maybe be interested even a little bit more in a PA. This is what I'll say, Miss Herway. It's a good read. And you're really gonna – I think you're really going to rely on minutes here. If he's in the rotation for like 28 to 35 minutes, I really like this play. If he's in the rotation for 25 to 31, you know what I mean? There's some carryover there where I like it less, but I do lean over. I would not bet his under. There's no way I'm betting his under. The only thing I would stay off of is the rebounds. I know they look green as hell, but this team does rebound quite well. And then if you go up to the playable number of 4.5, you're at plus money. So points and assists for Ryan Rollins, I do like a lot. What did he have in the head-to-head? He only had 4. What were his potentials? He had 10 potentials. So I would lean over Ryan Rollins PAs. Not an official bet for me, but I would lean over. All right, let me talk about Kevin Porter Jr., and then I'll get out of this game. This was last season. Over his last 10 games, but you see the last 2 struggles. Minutes were still decent. Volume went down in that last game, just 10 field goal attempts. For me to be happy here, I probably want to be in the realm of like 12 to 18. And with Giannis still on, I'm sure, somewhat of a minutes limit, it's still very, very possible. Rico said he likes KPJ's assists. Again, I lean over there as well. I was more leaning the PAs, but I'm not mad at the assists either. And then I also looked at his threes. Now, the 1.5 price is shitty, 157, 160. I don't hate the 2.5, though. There's some plus monies out there, like plus 180s. I would lean over there as well. 3-point percentage, you see they're the second highest 3-point percentage in the league, 22nd to point guards, which is really the role he's been playing. So I lean over KPJ's points and threes. Not mad at the assists either, but points and threes for KPJ are definitely strong leans for me. You can see this game to start the year, we bet this over 9.5. Over 1.5 3-pointers made, and he made it in the first 9 minutes and then got injured. So KPJ's been good to us this year. Lean over points and assists, nothing official though. AJ Green threes, we've talked about this. Does much better with Giannis than without Giannis on this number this season. He did play 28 minutes in the last game versus Chicago. His minutes have kind of been all over the place, though. So let's go boom, boom. Still look good, though. So, yeah, I do think his minutes are probably right in here, like 23 to 31, and he should attempt 5 to 7 threes. I think that's a realistic expectation for him tonight. If he's at 7, I do like the 3, especially. I think the quality of his looks will be good in tonight's matchup. We spoke on 29th in 3-point percentage. They did play head-to-head. 2 for 4 in 25 minutes. I lean over here as well if I had to make a bet. Shout-outs M. Knight. If y'all are watching on YouTube, drop a like. Appreciate that, M. Knight. Helps me go to brand over there as well, so shout-outs to him. If I had to bet on AJ Green, it would be his threes, but I'm going to stay off, especially at the current prices. If there was a over 2.5 plus money, I might be more tempted. That's going to call it for that game. I ran LaMelo's assist, which I don't think I put in the banner. I owe y'all one. Okay, so I ran LaMelo's assists in this game. My leans were Giannis under rebounds, 9.5. I think there's some possibility we see 10.5 today. If I see it, it's a no doubt bet. Kevin Porter Jr. points and threes. I do lean over there. And Ryan Rollins points and assists. I lean over. A little bit of, I don't like that I lean over on each of those guards' points in this matchup, but I do lean over. I didn't run either of those though. So 3 official plays out so far. Let's move on to the next game. Denver versus Miami. I just want to take a minute to talk about how incredible of a basketball player Nikola Jokic is. His points line sitting at 30.5 points today. His triple-double. Best price, minus 175. A lot of books are at 200 or worse. Just absolutely incredible basketball player. Just crazy to be able to witness him. And then going up against Eric Spoelstra, who I know Miami's not the defensive unit they've been in years past. But still, one of the best schemers in terms of NBA defenses. And to have a line like that going up against Spo with a team with Bam Adebayo and Khalil Ware, like it's just really incredible. We'll say I do lean under Bam's points here. He struggled in this matchup historically. I will say it doesn't look sexy without Hero. Now, Jokic is a difficult matchup. Let's go 29 or more minutes, 57% hit rate, head-to-head split. I lean under, man, but I don't. He only had 2, but he only played 8 minutes in the matchup this season. Lean under, but nothing official. Say less. Appreciate you tapping in this morning, brother. Happy holidays to you as well. I did look at Davion Mitchell's assists. We can slot him at like 25 minutes. I think it's pretty fair. I lean over here. The price is not good. Maybe a lay piece, or if you bet on Prize Picks or something, it might be a leg on Prize Picks. But outside of that, like I lean over, not an official. Someone said they bet on Jaime Jaquez. Rico said he bet on Jaquez PAs. No hero, obviously a big piece of that. 54% hit rate. Now, let's say I don't think he's playing less than 28, and 28 is probably conservative. Honestly, 28 is definitely conservative. 55% hit rate. Yeah, no, I would lean over here as well. You see he's dominated in the last 3 matchups. Now, he had 23 in only 26 minutes. This is PAs in the matchup earlier this season. So, yeah, I would lean over Jaquez PAs. Miss Herway suggested maybe the PRs for Jaquez. You know, I would really like it if Bam and Hero are both out. I would really like it. I'll leave Jaquez as a lean for now, but I think y'all are on the right track leaning over there. PAs, PRs. Honestly, PRAs is probably just fine. Without Hero and Bam, like you're probably good with the PRAs there. I will say someone who's made us a lot of bread this year that I'm not betting today is Norman Powell. Maybe if Bam doesn't go, that gives him a little more of a volume bump, but I feel like this line's a little too high. I want to be at about 21.5 if I were to want to bet the over, and I'd want to be at about 25.5 if I wanted to bet the under. I think 23.5 is a pretty fair number. So no value there in my opinion. Someone requested Khalil Ware what? Double. Yeah, but Spo hates him. Oh, you mean if no Bam? Oh yeah, if no Bam, that shit's a lock. Man, but it's Jokic, dog. Powell's assist. I didn't even look at Powell's assist this morning. I'll keep it a buck. You have to be careful with his minutes. You can't just slot him at 30 because Spo does some weird shit with these rotations. And again, I'm not in any capacity pretending to think that I know more than Spo. It's not consistent is all I'm saying. So please don't think I'm sitting here saying I would be a better coach than Eric Spoelstra, because I'm not saying that. Sometimes he just does shit that doesn't make any sense to me. So Powell's RAs are interesting. You know, and another thing I'll say about NBA coaches, especially early in the season, you're kind of trying to figure out what you have too. So if you know what Norman Powell gives you, you might get 28 out of him that night, and then you're like, all right, let me see what Jaquez can give me. Let me see what Drew Smith can give me. So again, Spo's a lot smarter than I am. I'm sure there's a very good reason behind why he's done what he's done at certain times. Booker Chew, what's good? Let me get you up here, man.
Yo, what's goody, bro?
What's good, man? Just going through the slate. Got a couple out already. Appreciate you tapping in this morning, man. How was your holidays?
It was good, man. I had a family party yesterday, and then I went to the bar. This girl who I used to work with was working at this bar over in Blue Island, so I went over there and watched the Bears game. Yeah.
What a shootout, man. What a shootout.
Yeah, what a shootout, man. I mean, obviously, I would have wanted us to win, but, what are you going to do? I mean, Caleb should have got rid of the ball earlier. He shouldn't have waited.
Well, True, you got anything out yet today?
I'm actually putting out my plays now. So right now, I tell Sosa on LaMelo. I'm on Tim Hardaway over his threes. I'm gonna take it until it doesn't hit, and then I'm running back Io, taking over his alt line because his baseline per points are juiced. So I'm taking him 9.5 points at -110. And then I'm taking Cam Thomas over 16.5 points.
Okay, that's perfect because I'm going to transition into the Nets game now. We have some injury news, everybody. I'm going to drop this on you. Steph Curry is not on the injury report, and Jimmy Butler is probable. Everything else, I think the chat dropped in the chat, so shout outs to them. That's the new injury news. Let me give my shout outs. Justo, appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate the like and the retweet. Biz, appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate the like and the retweet. Tez, appreciate you tapping in. And Jazz and Random Life, appreciate the likes from y'all as well. Appreciate you tapping in this morning. 49ers girl, congratulations on the big win last night. I'm sure you were hyped as 49er fans should have been. What a game. Maybe game of the season. Moneybag Tone, appreciate you tapping in this morning. Clayton, appreciate you tapping in as well. As I said, I will be transitioning into the Brooklyn versus Golden State Warriors game here. Give me just a brief moment, and I'll tell you what the spread is in this game. The Warriors are 4.5-point favorites. The Warriors are 4.5-point favorites. Now, we know that the Warriors like to blitz off pick and rolls. I'm sorry, the Nets like to blitz off pick and rolls. And when you hear that, you're like, oh, wow, so Steph Curry is definitely going to go under tonight, right? And that's not really the case. Like, Steph isn't like, yes, he will get points off the pick and roll. That's without a doubt. But he can get his buckets off screens, off cuts, off handoffs. There's a lot of things, different things he can do. And they actually rank dead last versus spot up. So it's not as much of a layup as it may seem for Steph. I think it's actually a really, really hard spot to. I would lean over Steph here at 27.5. Again, it's not just pick and roll ball handler stuff tonight. It's catch and shoot, off a screen. I think Draymond being in is a huge help. He helps get Steph open a lot. I lean over Steph. Nothing official yet, but I do lean over Steph Curry. Draymond's assists, honestly, might be a good look here as well. I see no surprises in this. Chew, I'm running this. A MRD2313, appreciate you tapping in this morning. I am about to go run Draymond Green over his assists. Makes a lot of sense with how the Nets play defense that he's going to rack them up, and you can see he's over in 3 of his last 3. Doesn't look good here, but let's just confirm with Steph Curry. 62% hit rate on the season. 26 minutes. All right, quit talking. Let's go. Where the fuck is the Warriors game? Did DraftKings? Oh, everything's locked right now? Okay, they just reopened. Assists, view more. Fuck. Everything's locked, Chew. Shit.
Damn.
Where's the next best line? MGM? Is MGM open? I'd rather wait for DraftKings to reopen. All right, y'all. DraftKings is closed, and I want there to be multiple books to get this in. But, yeah, I'm most likely running this Draymond assists over. I don't understand why that would lock. Did something new come out? Steph not on. Hey, Captain Zach, appreciate you tapping in this morning, bro. Appreciate the like. Yeah, why is this game closed? Open back up. Okay, I'm going to skip this game and come back because while shit's closed, I'm not wasting my time. I will come back, and I am going to bet that. Orlando versus Toronto. No Jakob Poeltl, right? Yeah, Poeltl's out, Barrett's out. What is the spread in this game? Orlando is a 1.5-point favorite. I know Franz is out as well. I thought they would be slightly more of a favorite. Are they on a back-to-back? No. Okay. What about Suggs? Suggs is gone as well. He's a game-time decision. I think I saw doubtful. Someone can verify that, but I think I saw doubtful. So Anthony Black's PRAs, that line's up from 25.5 to 27.5. I think the value's gone for that. Although his points at 18.5 in this matchup might be the straight bet. I am going to – Suggs is doubtful, right? Did anyone see anything otherwise? I've got him as doubtful. I think I got to run Anthony Black's points over straight. It's a back-to-back for Toronto. Good looking out, say less. Good looking out, say less. Damn, they are very good in transition, though. Anthony Black threes. That is something I've not bet all season. I've not bet his threes over all season. What is Toronto in 3 points allowed? 18th in attempts, 11th in percentage. I do lean over Black's threes. Zig. I do. 100% do. Looks great without Franz and without Suggs. What's the volume been? I love the volume here as well. Have these teams faced head-to-head this season? No. Yeah, Anthony Black's threes look great. I would not talk anybody off of that. Lean over there. I'm probably going to come back and play Anthony Black in some capacity when I have a definitive answer on Suggs. Quickly, no Barrett. One second on Emmanuel quickly. Yeah, they're fourth from above the break scoring. It's a difficult spot for him. But they do allow a bunch of points to point guards, so I'll give him that as well. You got anything on quickly, Chew?
I do not.
I do lean over Quickly's PAs here, boys. I do lean over Quickly's PAs. Probably not enough to make it an official play, but I do lean over there. I will say Ingram's point line has moved about a point since the Barrett news came out. If you're going to attack this, I think what you do is you attack it based off of field goal attempts, and you set the line at 17, 18. I think this is kind of the volume he's going to see tonight. 67% hit rate on the season, over in 10 of 15. Minutes all look good there. It's basically a pick'em game. Brandon Miller. I did lean over Brandon Miller in the Charlotte game. Appreciate y'all for tapping in too. Appreciate y'all for tapping in over there on YouTube. If y'all are watching on YouTube, drop a like. I appreciate y'all. Subscribe to the page as well. This is another one I wanted to bet. I'm probably not getting there. Desmond Bane, PA's under. And Suggs was a big reason I'm not betting this either. Sorry, not Patadze. They're fifth in PAs allowed and third to point guards. I mean, I might actually still run Desmond Bane. King Cabano, appreciate you tapping in this morning. Appreciate you tapping in. Welcome, welcome. Bane, points and assists. 26.5 at a lot of books. FanDuel is 25.5 juice to the over. Damn, Chew. Almost got to run that PA under. Lean under Bane's PAs. I haven't ran it yet, but that would be another lean for me as well. I will say nothing in this game is jumping off of the board at me. There's nothing that's like, man, I've got to bet this. I have a few leans. Black points over. Quickly PA over. Desmond Bane, PA under. Those are my three leans. Nothing official for that game. Let's move on. I am trying to be in and out. Go ahead.
I was going to say, did you see that game that Scotty had?
Yeah, 25 boards.
Bro, 25? Like, I thought I was exaggerating for a second when I saw that because someone messaged me and said, Scotty Barnes, good God. And I looked at his message. I'm like, 25 rebounds. I can't imagine how many offensive rebounds he got.
That's a good question. I'll tell you. He had 9 because he had 6 defensive. So, yeah, pretty crazy. That man almost had a double-double with offensive boards. That's actually crazy.
Dude, that's actually wow.
Yeah, Podol's out again tonight, so I guess Sandro will start at the 5. If Patadze sits, they don't have much center depth. Obviously, they got Wendell, but it might be a good look again today, bro. I mean, the line 9.5 feels juiced. Maybe that double-double. Yeah, I'd rather run the rebounds. I do lean over there, but nothing official there. Probably do some regression after a 25 rebound game. All right, Indy versus Houston. I'll be brief here. We've got Sengun is questionable. I don't like anything in this game. As I said, I'll be very brief. Do you have anything, Chu? Anything you want to talk about?
I have nothing in this game. I was gonna probably take KD, but then when I saw that Sengun's questionable, I'm like, all right, I'll pass.
I've got Sandro in the projected starting lineup. Say less. You said they didn't start Sandro yesterday. Who did they start at the 5?
Someone said Jalen Tyson's hometown is in San Antonio. He's going off in an interview. He said he's hyped to play them.
Okay, I did not realize he was from there. Hold on, I got to go to this Toronto game, see who they started at the 5. Oh, did they start Barnes at the 5 and Obaji at the 4? Is that what they did? That must have been what they did. That's crazy. That's super small ball. Okay, yeah, I'm moving on from this game. I got nothing. Atlanta OKC, I'm going to keep this quick, short, and brief as well. It's a 16-point spread. Lean over Trey's assist, but I'm not touching anything in this game. Also lean under Jalen Williams points, but I'm not running that either. Do you have anything, Stu or Chew?
Stu. You know, honestly, since you just brought it up, I feel like you need a laugh. You ever seen that Family Guy episode where Lois is in bed and Stewie keeps saying "Mom"?
Yes.
Yeah. That was me as a kid. My mom and I were real close.
Mom.
Okay.
Yeah. Iconic episode. All right. As I said, brief with this game. 16-point spread, nothing in it for me. I'm moving on.
Oh yeah, I'm nothing for me in that. Yeah, 16. I'm good.
I did run this. Donovan Mitchell over his points, over 27.5. He's dominated in matchups versus top 10 defenses versus pick and roll versus top 10 defenses from above the break, with or without Darius Garland. It hasn't mattered. Over 27.5. Big thing for me here. He had 28 in the last matchup. Not sure if Wemby played or not. I do believe Wemby was back there. He had 17 field goal attempts, which is like, I would even say a light day for him. You see he's averaging 22 plus in his last 10 games. So I put 17 as his floor. Truly believe that's his floor tonight, unless this game gets out of hand, but I believe the spread's fairly close. The Cavs are, 3.5-point dogs. So this is his line with 17 or more field goal attempts this season. As I said, he went over versus the Spurs once, 77% hit rate. Draymond's assist is back up. Okay, I do actually want to go bet that right now, so shout-outs to my guy. 122 at DK. Go, 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 go. Shout-outs my guy.
Draymond assist back up.
Yep, I just ran it.
How did you find that? That's a funny profile pic.
Which one?
Whoever you got.
Bro, that is hilarious. That is hilarious.
How did you find a picture of Shawn Michaels eating a banana? Prophet, 2 more days, bro.
That's when you heading out?
No, 2 more. No, so I head out to go out of the country on the 14th, but 2 more days to my birthday.
Oh man, let's go! Happy birthday!
Yeah, New Year's Eve. Can't wait. There's a club in Joliet that so I know the GM that works on the 2nd floor, and I know the DJ too. I've known him for a good 8+ years, and so they told me that this is my birthday. They're letting me in for free.
That's fire, dude.
Yeah. I don't got to pay. So I usually try to get there early just to avoid the line. So
let me get Draymond up in the banner, and let me make sure this looks correct. Draymond assists over 4.5. Yes.
49ers, girl, I forgot. I saw your chat earlier on calling the shots. I don't want to make it seem like I was ignoring you, but that was a good game last night. Yeah, like I said, I just wish we would have got the win. But I don't know if you heard, Prophet, but it looks like we possibly could play Green Bay. I would love that. I'd rather play them than Philly.
Yeah,
it's either we play them or we play Philly. And if we play Philly, I love the Bears, but we play Philly, we're done.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, Philly ain't gonna. We beat them already. They're not gonna let us beat them twice.
So I did run Donovan. Miss Herway said that's her daughter's birthday as well. Happy birthday to y'all. Maddie B says, how does this sound? LaMelo's threes, Mitch's threes, Ant's threes. I'm good with that. I'm 100% good with that. So yeah, I spoke on that. Wimby, I lean over his points here. I know he has the Jared Allen matchup. It's not a layup, obviously. I do think we could see a little bit of minutes extended here. He ran 27-7 in the last game. Maybe could see him just under 30 here. It is a home game for San Antonio, so lean over points, lean over rebounds. But again, I'm kind of banking on minutes, and I'm not positive on those. So nothing official. On the flip side, I do lean under Jared Allen's rebounds. Mobley is officially in, right? Yeah.
Oh, actually, wait, what the heck? They lied to me. No, I'm on Twitter and they lied to me. So I guess I got it wrong. So if we beat the Lions, we play the Packers. If we lose, then we play either the Seahawks, Rams, or Niners. Oh shit. Well,
yeah, you definitely want the Packers out of all those teams.
Yeah. Give me the well, between the three, I probably would rather play the Seahawks, probably.
I'd rather play Green Bay, dude. That's
I know. But the reason why I say Seahawks is because they look bad yesterday.
I will give you that. If they can't get JSN going, they can't get going.
Yeah, just like it's so. Not to change the sports subject, but since you just brought it up, do you feel like it's the same with the Niners? You can't get CMC going, nobody's going.
Yeah, I feel like they've got Kittle, and like I feel less like that.
If we play Niner, Kittle's playing.
Right. So I feel I do still lean that way, but a little less. Yeah.
What's up, Captain Zach? Oh, you're from Chicago too? It looks like. I don't know if you are, but you said go Bulls and go Bears, so I would assume so. Speaking of the Bulls, it's a shame that Zach Collins is going to be out, and he was. Petty Queen was right. Zach Collins, he's a big part of our team, and people laughed at it, and people don't see the. I never really pay attention to plus minus, but I'm guessing if you're in the pluses, it's good.
Yeah.
I don't really know like what the point of it is. Not trying to sound dumb, but I would assume it just.
Sometimes that those stats can be overlooked, like or overhyped. Like Cam Johnson probably has a great plus minus this season because when he's on the floor, he's playing next to Jokic, right? So
yeah,
it can show how well a team plays with a certain unit. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, bro, like it's kind of overblown. Did you talk about the Knicks versus Pelicans game? I have not. We'll get there. I will say this is my last lean in this game. PA over for Stephon Castle. Yeah, this is pretty damn close. And he's going to be playing 30 minutes tonight. He didn't play in the matchup earlier this season. Okay. Sorry, fellas. Bear with me. I'm working through this Castle. I like the assists or maybe the PAs. It looks like if we want to bet the PAs, though, we could get 23.5. Storch, we bet the under. Yeah, under the PAs. And it moved a little bit against us because people were announced out. No, low-key, DraftKings is already back to 23.5. When I tell y'all, most of these books really got no idea what they're doing. They really got no idea what they're doing. Hey, bro, look right under the stream you're watching on. Just click on the tweet, and then underneath of it, it will the YouTube link is up. You can also just look me up on YouTube. I'm at Profit Props. Not PRA, just PA for Castle. Yeah, bro, maybe I accidentally said PRA. But, yeah, no, I lean over the PAs for Castle. I do think that line will get a little better for us, so I'm going to wait. And that will be all I have in terms of leans in this game. Jared Allen's rebounds are close. But any other leans for you, Chew, in this game?
I have nothing in this game.
Perfect. Let's move on to Minnesota versus Chicago. Now, I'm sure you're going to have something for us in this game, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm on IO points in this game. I took him last time against Milwaukee, and he came through, and I think he's going to come through again. I took his 9.5. His 8.5 was too juiced at minus 140, so I went ahead and took the 9.5 at minus 110. Zach Collins is not playing. Josh Giddey's probable. I was gonna say earlier, and I don't know if you're gonna call me crazy for this, but back to how I was saying how Zach Collins, I feel like is important to this team. I feel like Collins, Jalen Smith, and Trey Jones, they're three big key pieces for this team, and I know people in chat might not think otherwise, but that's just how I feel. Yeah, if you look at how Io plays without Collins, it's green. Green mean.
What do they consider Kobe White, a 2?
So, yeah, they consider Kobe a 2. Oh, wait, Kobe's not playing?
No, he is, I think. I just wanted to see without Zach with Kobe to make sure. And it's still pretty green, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so, I mean, Vooch over PRA with Collins out. That's what someone said in chat.
I don't trust Vooch anymore, dog.
Yeah,
I appreciate you tapping in, bro. He just doesn't have that energy.
Yeah, Vooch he'll give you. Vooch had his breakout game already against Atlanta. He'll give you like 3 or 4 of those a year.
I do lean over the Ayo to Sumo. Damon, I actually do like this. 8-8 lay. A lot of people get carried away with the double doubles. I like every single one of those individually. I do like that as a lay. Paulo's boards. Yeah, Damon, why don't you drop the odds on that joint? I might actually tell. I like that. Okay, so Chew, what I'll say is, bro, I cannot talk you off of that DeSumo look. Like that looks like you're on the right side of that play. You're 1,000% on the right side of that.
Yeah, the only way I don't see Io getting it is if he gets into foul trouble, and I really don't think Io is the type of player to really get into foul trouble. So I think he could get it as long as he gets the minutes, and I mean he does come off the bench, so in a close game he's gonna play in the fourth.
Let me ask you this: if the game gets out of hand, does he close?
So the game gets out of hand, then he'll probably close for a bit, but he won't. But if you're talking like if it's like a blowout inside the last 3 minutes, then they'll probably put in Dalen Terry, Javon Carter, Julian Phillips. So maybe they'll have
Javon Carter, man. He's a WVU. I'm a WVU fan. He's from out this way. So shout out to Javon Carter.
Yeah, Javon Carter. He's from Maywood. So
is that around you, Chicago?
Yeah, Maywood. Maywood's probably like 25 minutes from me.
Yeah, I'm more than WVU is probably 45 from me. So
yeah.
Hey, bro, I actually really like that joint. And when they lose by more than 10 points, like that shit looks green.
Yeah,
I'm not talking you off of the Sumo. That shit looks green.
Yeah, the Sumo. Like I said, I'm probably gonna run with him again. If he doesn't come through, then I'll bet back. But like I said, the chart kind of explains itself. But obviously, we all know that it can be all green, and for some reason, it still won't come through. That's just how gambling is.
1,000% agree with you there, brother. Like you can have your read can be spot on, and sometimes these guys will go shoot 4 for 40.
Yeah, was Vooch's breakout game the game winner game too? That was one of them. But his other breakout game, I believe against Atlanta, I don't know if it was the first game or the second game, he had a double-double, I think. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah, nothing official for me in this one. I just kind of went through it all between my model and the props.cash screen here. I'm seeing no like really good actionable edges. I will say Julius Randle, very, very small lean under. Not enough for me to get active though. It's like 20.7 points. Go ahead.
Sorry, I know this might or might not be irrelevant information, but I gotta double check because I know they attended different years if I'm not mistaken. But I would assume and Terrence Shannon, I'm guessing he's out. Yeah, he's out. I was just gonna say this. I know it's kind of irrelevant to say, but this was gonna be like say if he was playing. I would assume and Terrence Shannon both went to Illinois.
Okay.
I don't know if they played together, but I could double check that. But there really is no reason to because he is out. I just thought I'd just throw that out there just in case, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna see Minnesota again. I don't know if we played them already this year. I don't think we have, but I just wanted to throw that out there just in case we do play them again out in Minnesota. Yeah, Io and Terrence Shannon both went to Illinois.
So what I will say is Kobe White. I agree with your Ayu DeSumo over, and then I also like Kobe White.
Kobe. Yep.
Mm-hmm. I lean over both of those guards. I do like both of those lines a lot. Outside of that, though, nothing. Like Anthony Edwards lines 30.5. I don't see any value there, not to the over or the under. Maybe Nas Reed extended minutes in a blowout. The game's only a 6.5 point spread, though, so I'm not saying this one's getting ugly.
Okay, so I just looked into it. Terrence Shannon went to Illinois the year after Io got drafted.
Okay.
So, but again, I just thought I'd throw that out there.
So my threes projections for Kobe are 3.3. Someone did request those. At plus money, I do definitely see value to the over. In FanDuel's at even money, there's plus 04 at DraftKings. Plus 1784, plus 1760. Yeah, I do like that 8888 parlay. I probably put that out in some capacity today, actually. Like a 0.1 unit, little sprinkle. But yeah, 3.3 on Kobe White's threes. So points or threes, I do lean over there on each. I do. Let's move on to the Knicks versus Pelicans game. Go ahead, Chu. What do you got?
Oh, I was gonna say that. Oh wow, they're saying that Atlanta's gonna move on from Trae Young when February comes around. Wow, Trae Young on a different team. I wonder where he's gonna go.
Maybe Minnesota. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Post that 8 play, please. I love it. Okay, yeah. I like that one a lot too. It's right here. It's I'll pull it up here. I'll put it out on the timeline later as well, like a little sprinkle. Shout outs to my guy Damon. I do like that look. Okay, yeah, we're moving on to the Knicks versus Pelicans game. Zion's interesting, right? His line's pretty low, 20.5. Minutes have been, again, increasing. He's probably going to play at least 27, 28 minutes tonight. When he gets that kind of volume, shit's pretty green. You've got a minus 130 on the 20+. I'm generally not one to buy points. Like, I don't do it all the time. But I do think this one specific spot, 20+, is probably better than that 21.5. Yeah, he's hitting 20 versus 21 in 12% of those games. So there's value buying the point there, in my opinion. Brunson, I lean over. They defend his play types pretty well, but I think we're going to see a massively, super aggressive Brunson tonight. And even though they defend his play types well, he creates so much space, in the mid-range, that I think his shots are still going to be rather open. So I lean over the Brunson 28.5 points. McBride is a game-time decision. No Hart. So the minutes should be really – what's his assists, no Hart this season? They look like shit. Very small volume. Lean over Brunson's points. Lean over Zion's points. Have they played this season? No. And Towns is under in 5 of his last 6, and they've never had a great 5 in those games. I think I actually do lean under 24.5 here for Karl Anthony Towns. $25.5 at DraftKings right now. Or 38.5 PR under. I probably like the PRs under. Mark Williams did have 24 versus them. AD had 35. Sengun 28. Lean under Towns 24.5 points. Don't hate Zion's RA unders. Okay, let me look at the RAs. I think you've got to be really – 9.5 RAs are out there. Okay, I like that a little bit better. I was going to say you got to be careful because I think his minutes are going to climb some. I will acknowledge that it's a difficult matchup, though, versus New York as well. Yeah. I'm not mad at that. Minus 140, minus 145. Still, though, I would lean that way as well, Ross. I would lean that way as well. Outside of Towns, points under, like that's probably my best lean. Zion points over 19.5 is probably my second best lean. Strongest lean, I should say.
Probably going to eat some food here in a bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in and out of this bad boy in an hour, so I'm trying to get out of here pretty quickly. I do lean over Zion 19.5. Expect that to – I might actually run that bitch right now. What's the spread in this game? 8.5. I hate that, but Mitch is out. One more thing for Zion, and then we're going to move. I'm either betting it or I'm not. I'm staying off of Zion. Well, wait, actually, I need to do a minutes adjustment. 23 is wild and 27. Staying off of Zion. Let's move on to the final game of tonight. It's going to be Dallas versus Portland.
I have nothing in this game. I'm waiting on AD news, but I have nothing.
We've got Brandon Williams, Anthony Davis, Scoot Henderson, Drew Holiday, Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams, and Martise Thybulle as question marks in this game.
Yep, I'm good.
I am going to agree with Chu. I think that's going to do it. And that's going to call it for now. How many plays does that give us? 1, 2, 3. I've only got 3 out right now. I do expect to have a few more. It's a very large slate, so I do expect to have a couple more plays out tonight. 1 second. Let me make sure I released everything. Draymond, LaMelo, CJ, and Donovan. Oh, yeah, there's 4 up there. Okay. 4 plays for today. I am going to call it here in and out in right around an hour. Chu, I appreciate you for tapping in. If y'all aren't, make sure you're following Chu on Twitter. Chu, you want to drop your tag real quick?
Yeah, sure. I got you. Yeah, I'll drop my Twitter.
And then give my likes shout outs to Jeremy for the like and the retweet as well. And shout outs for Bees for the like and the retweet. There's all the likes and the retweets. I do appreciate y'all for tapping in this morning. The full recap is Donovan Mitchell over 27.5 points. CJ McCollum under 24.5 PAs. LaMelo Ball over 7.5 assists. And Draymond Green over 4.5 assists. More than likely some late ads, but that is going to call it for today. I do appreciate y'all for tapping in. Best of luck tonight. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Until then, man, let's go.